You know, just a few months back, actually almost a year, we got robbed. And we've been robbed a number of times. We've had 2 storage units robbed, 2 separate ones. Robbery is seeming like it's getting out of control in this country. Well, here's a security camera system you might want to consider to help with that. We'll talk about that right after this. You know, it seems like robbery is getting to be more and more common. I think everybody I know has been robbed at least once. Maybe it just seems that way because maybe when I was younger I didn't have anything worth a crap to rob. Now I've got a lot of stuff in a number of locations. So like I said, we've had 2 storage units at separate locations, or at least different parts of the facility, robbed. And we've had our vehicles broken into. And recently, 8 months ago or so, we had this place robbed. They hit us for about $15,000 that time. So I've decided to add some security cameras. Now I already have a few out here, but this company offered to send me some security cameras to try out. And once we build our house or buy our house here, we hope in the next year, we're gonna add a bunch of security cameras, so we need more anyway. This is a company called ONWOTE. If I'm saying that right. You can see it there on the box. And it seems like a good system. We're gonna go install it and check it out. I'll tell you a little bit about the features here first. But basically, I feel like security cameras can help kind of deter the bad guys from, if they come up to your place and see you got security cameras everywhere, they're less likely to mess with your stuff. So it doesn't always stop them, but if you've got normal visibility in your property, this is more likely to deter them. Now, we also caught a tire slasher this way. You'll see in this little clip here, I had one security camera at my last place, and the neighbor had 6 of their tires slashed, and through that they were able to determine who it was, and they caught him. So anyway, here's some of the features on this. The system they sent me here is a 4-camera system with a recorder. So it has a 2 terabyte hard drive in here. It records continuously. It also has 4 expansion slots, so you can go up to 4 more cameras. Now, they got systems that have, I think I saw 30 cameras, so you can get as big a system as you need for your business or your personal property. And of course, these, like normal, they see in the dark with infrared. These have 4K. This is the owner's manual here. So it's an 8-channel system with 4K cameras. It has an 8 megapixel resolution on the cameras. It is a corded system, so you don't have to worry about batteries going dead, and you can hook up an external monitor to it. It's a pretty complete system. Now, I'm just gonna go out here and hook some of this up, show you kind of what that process is real quickly. Then we're gonna test it and see how well it works. Okay, now I've moved outside, and because this is a business, there's a busy road over here. So hopefully the noise isn't too bad, but this is where we're gonna install them. So the first thing you wanna do is get your cameras out here, and you just twist and undo the bottom plate. Then we're gonna crawl up there and mount the plate wherever we want the camera. Then all we have to do is hook up the wire to this part, and we're ready to finish all the 4 cameras, then go inside and hook it up. So let's move up there and hook this up. All right, we've already got 1 cord ran out the wall. We'll just run the other 4 out, but for now we're just gonna hook this one up. Okay, they do include the screws and the mounting hardware, including the expansion anchors. But this metal this is an exterior building on a commercial building, so it's a little bit tough. So an ordinary screw didn't want to go through it, so I'm going to use these self tappers. Now you could pre-drill this. Okay, after you get that attached and you're ready to hook this up, what you want to do is you take this cord, and it comes with these parts here. I'll show you a little picture of it. It's a rubber gasket that's kind of elongated, but it's also split. And so you can put, let's see, let me get the order right here. So you want to put this part through it first, and then let's see, it should run through this part. So the little castle-like things that are up at the top. Then we want to take this rubber gasket and put it over that and slide it down inside of those metal, or not metal, but those fin-looking things. Okay, I'll zoom in a little bit here so you can, maybe you can see this on here, but you'll see it in the picture. You want to put the rubber gasket part into the little wings there, push it down, tighten this over it, and that helps form a nice watertight seal. So you also want to put this O-ring on here. Now the instructions, I have to say I couldn't find anywhere in the instructions on how to do this. I was a little disappointed. You can figure it out, but you know, really instructions to me should have all of this. So anyway, we got the O-ring on. Let's snap that back in, slide that up, turn it. Now we got a nice watertight fitting there. Run this up here. Now that one's complete. All you got to do is secure your wires, of course, when we're all done. And I'm going to hook up the other three, then we'll go inside. Okay, the final step is, of course, to hook all this up. Now, I've already done it because it's really hard to film right in here anyway. All it involves, it walks you through it. It's fairly simple. Takes a little time. You run all your cameras to the backside, and I hooked them up to 1 through 4. And then you hook up your power, and you hook up your mouse, which, like I said, it comes with it. You go through the process of setting up a password. It comes with a default password. It'll tell you what that is. You go and set up your own password for security. Then it starts connecting to the cameras, and it takes a little bit of time. I noticed it. It was not real fast, but it got to it. Then what I had to do is I had to go around and turn all my cameras right side up. I'll show you what they should look like, because I put mine all in upside down, so I was looking up everybody's kilt, I guess. No, everything was upside down, so I got that straightened out. And then, of course, you go through and aim them the way you want. So everything's working good now. And you can also look at this over the internet. It tells you how to do that also. Oh, and you do need to provide your own monitor. These don't come with a monitor. You can also set this to play one screen at a time and just rotate through all the cameras, or you can do 4. It came up with like 8 of them, and I had to change it to 4. So there's a lot of different settings you can do. Now another thing that you can do in these is you can pick a recording zone. You go through, so it tells you how in here. Let's see if, but right here it shows, it basically lays a grid out over the screen for the camera, and you pick which areas you want it to ignore. That's handy for things like maybe you have tree branches that are always moving, or if your camera can see the cars going by, you don't want it recording every time a car goes by. So you select the zones that matter. There's a lot more of these things will do. They're really full featured. But I can tell you, I'm happy with this one. I decided to do 4 zones outside, where this is my Model T underneath the cover. So I'm covering my Model T. I happen to have it sitting outside for a short term while we set up our studio some more. And then this is our boundary. Over here to the left is another business. We're doing a business location. And then let's see, we have the, this is the door cam, right? It's literally right to the side of the door, so I can see anybody that walks up. This one is more over to the side, looking across the 54. That's my 54 Chevy truck. The Model T is right there. So I think I've got pretty good coverage on all that area. And then this camera is looking at my truck and the other side of my 54. Okay, now I had Couple of glitches trying to get my app to work for the remote viewing, and I contacted customer support, and within 24 hours they sent me a text message, asked me a few questions. I answered it. They got back to me again the next day, and now it works fine. We just had to make one minor port change, I think it was, but they were there to help. So far, I'm really happy with it. It really gives me a nice view of what's going on out here. If somebody walks up to the door, I know it. I readjusted this camera to look a little further out. Otherwise, everything's been working really good. Now I'm going to put a link to this item in the description right down below. They have multiple models, but this will be a link to this one. And if there's any discount codes, I'll put that down there for you too. I know that as of the date of this shooting, there's a pretty substantial discount on this, so go check it out. And hey, here's some more videos for you to check out, popping up on the screen right now. These might help you out too. And guess what? If you click on one, you'll get to see me again in a few seconds. I'll see you then, and take care, everybody.